What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Season 10, Episode 5 of the Husky Fat Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan. Normally to my left over there is the sexiest motherfucker alive, Mr. Scott motherfucking Jones, but he's not here. His daughter had some knee surgery. He had to stay home with her, take care of her, make sure everything's good. Always on the ones and twos, we got the best in the business, Turtle.
What it do?
Man, the Huskiest Road show is back in action. We are at Level Up Kickboxing over in Del City off of Sunny Lane and Southeast 29th?
Yeah. Southeast, yeah.
Yeah, Southeast 29th Street. Over here, like I said, Level Up Kickboxing. The owner of the gym is Myron Light Skin Dynamite Dennis. Y'all have seen him before. But no, it's nice to get back in the gym, in the flow of things. We were back up in the normal studio last week, but it's nice to be back on the road. As you can see, they started their 7 o'clock class tonight. We got a few fighters on the upcoming Dog Pound that are actually here training, so it's nice to see those fighters as well. Let them come in, interview, kind of talk about how camp's going and everything like that. But man, we're getting 1 week closer. April 18th, the Dog Pound at Raptor Jiu-Jitsu, and we have a stacked card for you. Let me tell you,
it is stacked.
There's some,
sure.
Again, like I said, normally Dog Pound is just for up and comers, debut fighters, couple fighters who have had a couple fights, just getting their feet wet before they go onto the big show. But we got some title fights on this one. We got some fighters on this one that could main event the main show. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, Josh will post a link. Go in there, get your tickets. They're going to go fast. If you want a table, get a table. Support your fighters. Support them, man. It's going to be a good time. Everyone knows the vibe at the Dog Pound's a little different, and it's gonna fill up, and it's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss it. Speaking of fights, we got a few out there that we're going to go over. Obviously, we've mentioned some throughout the podcast that we've been having, our latest episodes, so we'll just run us through that, or we will run through that again as well, just kind of briefly touching on all those. Let me pull everything up so I'm making sure I'm saying the right names and not mispronouncing any names or anything like that.
And while he's pulling that up again, we're down here at
Level Up
Kickboxing with Myron. This is the gym, his gym that he trains out of, and that he trains people out of. If you guys are not familiar with him, you're going to get familiar with him very soon. He's a very explosive fighter. He's a very explosive interviewer as well.
He is, man. It's nice to have him on the mic for sure. He's coming off a fight a few weeks ago, which we'll talk to him about. He's always main eventing some Husky Fat shows for us as well. And speaking of main events, again, we've mentioned this already. Our Dog Pound main event is going to be from Abilene, Texas, representing Zombie Jiu-Jitsu. He is Nicholas the Bear Torres, and he is going up against Tulsa's own, the return of Corey the Outlaw Piercy. We've touched on this a little bit, so it's going to be a banger of a fight. You're not going to want to miss this. We got a bunch of fighters coming from Tulsa. We got a handful of fighters coming from Chicago, a handful of fighters coming from Minnesota. Rumor has it that Mason Strobman's going to be in the house. He's got some fighters going to be on this card. So if y'all remember who that is, he won our tournament at the Road to Tokyo. Went and fought in Japan as well. But no, he's going to have some fighters coming down. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great card. We also, touching base on it, we have Fredo Z. I haven't asked how he says his last name yet. I'll let Josh say that.
You're not going to take a guess?
Man, I'm not going to take a guess until it happens. Zunija.
Zuniga.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess Zuniga.
Against Larson Trask. We touched on that one last week. Again, just briefly touching on the fights that we talked about before we dive in. But speaking of, we have the owner of Level Up Kickboxing. Y'all know him. He is the light-skinned dynamite, Myron Dennis. What up, big dog?
Hey,
how you doing, man?
Let me get a hug. Let me get up in there.
Yeah. You doing all right?
Yes, sir. It's always a good day up here at Level Up Kickboxing. It feels good at the end of the day to get on the mats and punch and kick.
Yeah. No, you guys, class is filling up. You're getting some people in here. I mean, so kind of explain, one, where y'all at, where y'all located, and what classes you have to offer, different times and everything like that.
So we're located in Del City, Oklahoma, right in the heart of it. We're catty-corner to the fire station. We offer kickboxing classes anywhere from ages 13 and up. And we have classes on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. and then we got Saturday lunchtime at 12:30.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And actually, like you were saying earlier, you've had the students who you've had in here for a little bit, but you're starting to get more walk-ins. And when we walked in, you had another student just walk in. Is he in the class? Did he stay? He stayed for the class tonight as well,
nice.
didn't he?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of everybody in here.
Nice, man. That's not, so. How's it been, man? Last time your most recent fight, you went down to Memphis, put on a show down there. You
Yep.
even represented the Husky Fat Gloves, gave a little shout out, man. That was nice.
Had to let them know.
Yeah, how was it down there?
Man, it was an amazing experience. They wasn't ready for that Oklahoma ass whooping, you feel me? So we had to get it in. But no, it felt good to go down there, represent, show out. Really like all like that competition that I had in the Husky Fat circuit really prepared me for that, and the striking just was no match. So looking forward to seeing what the future holds. I'm ready to get back, defend my title for Husky Fat, and go from there.
Man, let's just jump right into it. What do you think? I mean, do you have an opponent in mind that you want? I mean, obviously you've ran through pretty much everybody in this area, so I don't know if there's anybody you maybe want to rematch against, any new person you want. What's on your radar?
Man, I'm honestly like whoever's ready to get it. Like it doesn't matter, light, heavyweight. Every day I've been waking up, I've been hunting which heavyweights are ready to like get taken down because I have to. There's not as many options at light heavyweight, so I got to keep it open. So I got to stay in this weird weight class where I'm between both. But I feel fortunate to be able to dominate in both classes right now. So. Whoever wants it, they can come and get it. Just be prepared because it's going to be the worst night of your life, straight up.
The worst night of your life. And obviously it's one of those things you're always motivated to fight, but does it give you a little extra edge if someone calls you out first?
Oh, yeah. I love when they call me out. And I love an opponent that isn't respectful. I love an opponent that's going to talk smack with me, and we can go back and forth. And, you know, it's not only am I having a hard time finding people to keep up with my fight skill, but the gift of the gab, the talking the smack, nobody can keep up with that either because it's just who I am. And a lot of people fake the funk and it can come off cringy, but hey, if you think you can bring it in and out of the ring, let's go. Let's get this money.
No, absolutely. And are there a lot of fighters that go back and forth with you, or is it one of those things where it's always like a one-sided affair when it comes?
It's one-sided TKO. They can't keep up with the flow. I got bars. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. That's why I was excited to get in here too. Not only is this a beautiful gym, but I mean, getting you on the mic, getting you on the headset. Back out here, I was looking forward to this one, and I'm looking forward to having you back in the ring as well. It's always a great time. So
appreciate it.
Speaking of, I gotta jump in real quick. Are you still rapping? Did you retire?
No,
you still got the flow? What you got?
I gotta have a beat. Here we are. It's Husky Fat. I'ma hit you in your face like this and that. I'm gonna go for round 3, round 4, round 5. We're gonna get the championship because you know that we live.
He's about to take over. He's about to take over that studio across the street.
Fat Promotions. Here we go.
Taking the studio over across the street.
Straight up.
I got another question I'm gonna throw at you. What? Tell us a little bit about the joy, the pleasure, and the happiness of what brings to to have your own gym and then have these people that is up under your guidance and trusting you with a lot. Mental, physical, and more in depth of each one of your fighters. What that mean to you and how big it is and how important that is to you.
Just me, like myself. There's never a day I come in here I'm like, I don't want to be here, or leading up to here like, I don't want to be here teaching this. Every day I'm here, I feel like I'm in my spot, my happy place. This is my place of peace, and I want to extend that to other people. So now I'm at a point where, I'm a little bit further in my career now. I'm still doing my thing, but I wanted to have an area for me to train. But now, like, the program's been building, my students are getting better to where they're actually becoming good training partners for me during camp. And now to see like them do their own thing, go out to scrimmages, get promoted, start going to fights, going to other gyms to spar, and just seeing them start their martial arts journey, it's pretty rewarding than just a regular job. Everybody's got to have a job, multiple jobs to survive these days, but one of those jobs has got to be a passion that you love.
I like that, man.
Definitely. And you got actually 2 fighters on this next Dog Pound that's coming up. You getting them ready? They looking good and everything?
Yeah, we got some killers. We got Jessica Butterfly Effect Smith.
Butterfly Effect, is that what you said?
Yeah,
okay.
Butterfly Effect.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coming out to fight Kayla Jaworski, so that should be a good fight. Jessica's a banger. She's got heavy hands, heavy strikes, and her leg kicks, she kicks legs a lot harder than guys sometimes. You know, a lot of times she's taking out the guys in here and other gyms. She's also been training at American Top Team OKC with Coach G and Emily and all those guys out there for a while now. She's got her blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So she's looking to make her MMA debut soon, but right now she's got her eyes on this kickboxing match, and it should be a good one because the girls always bang and they never hold back. And also on the card, we got my homie Alfredo. He's been doing this for a long time. He's looking to make his debut, and I think he surprises a lot of people. He's got knockout power. He's got really good boxing, and he doesn't hold back. He just comes forward the whole time. Sometimes I have to tell him to just chill. But he's an animal. He's one of those fighters, when they say go, he's game.
Yeah. And speaking of, like, when you say, it's like you always get those, like, old school coaches who are like, oh, you can't flip a switch and everything. Obviously, you're going to train hard, but do you feel like you can flip a switch when it comes down to it, or is it one of those things to where it's like, okay, yes or no on flipping the switch? Is that a thing?
It is a thing, and some people have it naturally, and some people don't. And those ones that have it naturally, they're just savage from the get-go. Now, with that being said, like, there's a lot of people, they want to flip the switch, but they just don't know how. So you got to kind of guide them through that process, like strategically wise, physically, but then mentally, how do you flip that switch? And it just be business, you know?
No, absolutely. But no, it's going to be exciting for sure. And another thing, so Jessica's your significant other, correct?
Yes.
Is it more nerve-wracking training her and getting her ready for a fight than it is when you're getting ready for a fight?
It is, and not just with her, but students in general, because you got to make sure they're on point, especially when you're in fight camp yourself. You got to make sure they're on point with their training, their diet, their gear, like everything they need to get done, everything they need. The medicals, you know, make sure they get medicals done, especially out of state where they got more. So it's definitely like a little more pressure, because when I'm fighting, I can control the situation. But when I'm not, it's just kind of like I got to take the back seat. But with that being said, when you're fighting out there, I'm in your corner, it's kind of like we're connected once you hear my voice. And so at that point, it's like two people fighting your one opponent. So you won't be out there just freestyling. It's like me. I'm seeing holes and openings at a fast rate that maybe not the normal eye can see. You won't have to think. If you're getting exposed, I'm going to tell you, hey, put your hand up. If I see an opening, I'm like, hey, there's this. This is your easiest route. I'm going to be able to make that call. So you're never just out there fighting by yourself. We're basically jumping your opponent.
No, absolutely. So I couldn't imagine that, though. Just one of those things, like you said, when it's you can kind of control things like that. But then, like you said, mentioning, hey, this is what's happening, do this. But at the same time, like, you can't physically do it yourself for them.
Yes.
So it's just like, then you got to sit and wait, depending on when they fight backstage and everything like that. So
I get butterflies just thinking about it, honestly.
No, I'm super excited for this card and everything like that. It's going to be a great atmosphere in there. And so with this one, you're used to, for Husky Fat, you're used to fighting in the ring. These ones are going to be in a cage. Is there a big difference when it comes to fighting in the cage versus a ring?
I like the cage because the ropes it can give, and you can kind of like Muhammad Ali, lean yourself back. And when you get hit, you can kind of bounce. But with that cage wall, your head is up against it. There's no give. So it's kind of like the equivalent of getting punched on the ground and pound. So I like that little stiffness behind them so their head can't go anywhere. So I like it better in a cage, honestly. And then I've done so many MMA fights. The kickboxing circuit hasn't been here. I've had to turn all my MMA fights into kickboxing matches. So it's kind of natural for me to feel comfortable to strike in a cage more so.
And speaking of turning MMA fights into kickboxing matches, did you watch the UFC this past weekend?
No, the main event I heard a little bit about it, though.
That's one of those things, and obviously, you know, both fighters, phenomenal fighters and everything like that, but it was for the BMF title. Do you, which you do both, you do MMA, obviously kickboxing. Do you feel like for the BMF title, obviously you're going to take down its MMA, but this should be more of like a stand-up than
it should be. It should be, whether it's grappling exchanges, whether it's striking exchanges, it needs to be a fight where people are out their seat and they're on edge, they're screaming. That's what it needs to be about. And with Max Holloway, it's going to be hard to like find somebody to match that with him, you know. But.
No, absolutely. But yeah, it went back and forth. But I'm honestly surprised that Max was able to stuff a lot of those takedowns.
Yes.
He looked good doing that, which I was kind of surprised because obviously their first matchup, which again was like 12 years ago, Oliveira submitted him.
That's wild.
Which, man, that is crazy thinking. that you've been in the game longer than that.
For real, yeah. What do you think about that Gina Carano and that Ronda Rousey?
Man, I think obviously 5-6 years ago it would have been a much better matchup, but
Ronda going to sleep.
see that's the thing though. If Carano makes isn't that, did I say that right?
I'm thinking about Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Gina
if
Carano.
if she keeps it stand up and strikes and everything, I think she outstrikes Ronda. Just because it showed too when Ronda actually had to strike and do it, she would almost like panic getting hit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There's a
I just
little-
feel like they're both. It's a matchup that should have happened 6 or 7 years ago, but at least they're getting paid to do it now. Jake
Yeah.
Paul's taking care of them.
Do you think it's going to be one of the most viewed MMA fights in history, like they're predicting, or no?
I mean, I'm sure it will be, just because one, it's Ronda, and everyone is going to want to watch her because she was very exciting when she was actually in her prime and everything like that. So I definitely think it's going to be watched. I don't know who else is on that card or if there's anything
Fun
like that.
fact that Francis Ngannou fight's on there. Fun fact, before they offered it to I forget the guy's name that they offered it to, but they offered somebody through the grapevine offered me that fight, and I said yes. I was gonna take it. I don't give a fuck.
Against
I don't
Francis?
care. Yeah, I was gonna fight Francis. So, but they chose Philip Lins, I think his name.
Yeah.
But I'm down to fight whoever. That's what-
Anybody, right?
For
That's
real.
what I'm saying. Francis is one of those fighters. Obviously, he hits hard, but I mean, striking wise, it's not like he's just a top level striker or anything like
Yeah.
that. You just got to watch out for that heavy hand.
I feel like it would be a more difficult challenge to fight the dude from the heavyweight champ from that Karate Combat, the big dude.
Oh, I can't think of his
I
name.
feel like he would be a more difficult fight.
Yeah.
Who do you got on the Ronda fight? Who you taking?
Who out of Ronda and
Yeah.
Gina?
Yep.
You know, I was always like a Gina fan 1st, and I like Ronda, so it's hard to like really root because I want them both to win. But I don't know, Ronda's I think like 4 or 5 years younger, and then I think like Gina Carano's last fight was like in 2008, 2007, something like that, compared to Ronda's. I think it was around 2017, 2016, or something like that. So just the age gap and the difference in the competition, recent activity. So. I don't know. I'm a little scared that Gina might not pull it off. I don't know, but I hope Gina wins. I hope Gina wins.
Yeah.
I think so. We had a comment come in from Scott Jones. He said, Myron, Dylan said he could out wrestle you. How you feel about that?
That's false statement, but listen, if we got to, we got to.
He said he was talking shit the other day that he could out
That's
wrestle you.
false.
I'm just
Maybe
reading
that
the
is
comments.
false.
I was gonna say out wrestle like his hand wraps when they're tangled up. He's trying to wrestle them. I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, that one, like you said, just they've both been out of the game for a little bit. So I hope it's not one of those ones where it's just there's not a lot of action. I hope there's the action where they get in there,
Yeah.
they want to both put on a show. But that's the thing too is, Jake Paul's coming in and he's paying these fighters.
Yep.
So what is your input or your opinion on some of these UFC fighters who aren't necessarily getting paid kind of what they deserve? Do you think more and more of them will start going to that or different promotion and doing that to where they're getting paid more? Or how do you see that turning out?
It's hard to tell right now. UFC is always going to be like that staple that you want to get to, but now the game is evolving. There are other options than just the UFC, and it's very interesting with Netflix. They got that Netflix money. They're I feel like the largest streamer in the world. I don't know. I see a lot of opportunity with that, so I'm curious where that does go. But I don't know. It's 2026. Let's go ahead and pay the fighters a little bit more. Y'all are making money in the UFC.
Big man.
Big money. Big money, definitely. Well, all right, man. Well, we'll let you get back to class, get those students trained. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before you get out of here?
Hey, shout out
your
to
gym, too.
My partner, Top Dog Jiu-Jitsu out here in Dose City. They run the Jiu-Jitsu side, and they'll get you right. They got kids programs. They can get you out here with a week free trial for your kids. So definitely get them in here. My strength and conditioning coach at Green Strength. My grappling coaches at Lovato Southside, all my students here at Level Up Kickboxing, and everybody rooting for us. And I appreciate you guys. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Light Skin Dynamite, everybody. We appreciate it. But, yeah, like I said, we got a few fighters in here. He's got to get back over there, get active with them, get them all trained up and ready to go. But, no, it's always nice to have Myron on the mic. He keeps it real. He keeps it entertaining. Josh even got a little beat freestyle going with him and everything like that.
Had to get the beat going.
So, but no, like I said, that's we'll see what the future is. Let me pull up some more of these fights that are coming up. I just got to, again, make sure I'm saying the right things. And also, Scott, if you're listening, don't do me dirty like that, dog. Come on now.
He's definitely
Come
listening.
on,
He's definitely
dog.
listening. We are live here at Level Up Kickboxing. We're here with the champ, Myron. Go ahead, Dylan, do your thing.
No, absolutely. So one of the fights that we have coming up, y'all have seen him. He is been in the Husky Fat ring a lot. He is coming off of a loss to Jason Ramirez, but we have Caleb Spencer against Henrik Todd. And this one, Caleb Spencer is fighting out of Carson Fight and Fitness out of Tulsa. He's an undefeated MMA fighter. But no, we'll jump back into that. We're actually going to bring in Jessica, the Butterfly Effect, or just Butterfly Effect?
Butterfly Effect.
Jessica Butterfly Effect Smith.
Yeah.
What is up? Welcome to
poppin'?
the Husky Fat Podcast.
Yeah, you know the vibes?
Yep. So are you as good on the mic as Myron?
Probably better. I teach him how to talk on the mic, you know?
Yeah, you're like, hey, you got to go stand in the mirror and get your stuff right.
For real.
No, so it's been a little bit since we've seen you last. We saw you down in Ardmore. So what's been going on? What's kind of the vibe, and what's different about the last time we saw you?
Yeah, so really, honestly, I would say I've really been on my coaching shit lately, you know? The past 2 years, I've been working really, really hard on my women's program and getting it in with my students, you know, women empowering women, you know what I mean? It's been nothing but good vibes, just sharpening up my game. You know, I still working with my team, American Top Team, my coaches over there, Coach E, Coach Emily, shout out to the squad. Emily always keeping me sharp, holding the pads for me every week, helping me work on my technique, my striking always. Her kickboxing class is amazing. Also get my work in with the students here. And also, you know, I'll get my bag working on the daily. I do about, honestly, probably 2 trainings a day, every day. The only day that I would skip would be Sunday. So I'm staying busy in the gym. I don't have to post about it because I really be about it, you know what I mean? So I'm in here. I'm in the other
Pop
gym.
your shit.
I stay busy, you know? So, yeah, I'm just, you know, staying busy, getting the work in and trying to improve myself every single day. I'm always going to be a student when it comes to martial arts, but hey, it's my time. It's my time. I put in the time. I put in the hours, and I'm ready to shine. I literally feel like, you know, this is my time. Like that dub is for me. Shout out to Kayla. You know, all respect to her. A lot of respect to the moms out here. You know, because I'm a mom too, and so, you know, I just feel like, you know, like at the end of the day, I really, really, really feel like I've put it all into work to lead up to this point to be the best version of myself, and that's what I'm bringing that night. Husky Fat, the best version of myself. Nobody's seen it yet, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey,
for
we're
sure.
all ready. April 18th at Raptor Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
It's going down. It's going to be great. The card's going to be stacked. You have a teammate that's going to be on that card as well.
Yes.
So,
shout out.
Yeah. So
Alfredo.
no, we're definitely excited for that one. But as far as that goes, without giving too much game plan away, you said you know you're sharpening. You know, iron obviously sharpens iron when you're training with who you have here, or the killers that you have here.
Yes.
Without giving too much away, are you more of like? Is it more of like the striking thing you're going in? Do you like chopping the legs down? Obviously without giving too much away, you don't have to answer that. I'm just kind of
Yeah. You know,
since the last time we seen you anyway, like the difference.
I've been working on everything as far as like my strength and conditioning, my cardio, because it's also about not just the striking, but the gas in the tank. If you can't back it up, then you know you're no matter how talented you are, if you're gassed out, you're not going to be able to perform like you do in the gym. So at the end of the day, I've been working on everything: my body, my mind, my soul, and you know what I mean. The striking and the kicks, they're always going to be there. But at the end of the day, I have, you know, that Muay Thai in my heart. I love Muay Thai, so you know what I mean. Like that's all I gotta say right there. I mean, that should tell you a lot.
No,
But,
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I have a lot of things that I've been working on too, different in this camp. So just expect a little bit of everything. I'm gonna keep it spicy. You know what I mean? It's going to be entertaining.
That's what I'm looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean the girl fights, the women fights that we have on our cards are always some of the best. I feel like,
Yeah.
just because y'all come out and it's just like, hey, we're going to war. Let's just get after it. You
Yeah.
know, most of the time it's very very high level. I don't expect anything different out of this one as well. You got it in the cage, so you know you can't really move too much inside the octagon and
For
everything
sure.
like that. So I'm very very excited for this fight. I'm excited for all the fights as well. But yeah, this one I've been looking forward to as well. I'm
Me
excited
too.
to get you back in the ring because it's been, geez, when was that Armor card?
That
Like
was a
2.5
couple
years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
Which is crazy that it's been that long.
It really time really does fly by for sure. And it's pretty crazy because this fight has been in the making for quite a while. I've heard her name dropped from a couple different promotions over the years, so I knew it was we were bound to meet at some point. So I'm probably looking more forward to this than I have for a fight in a long time. So I'm pumped. It's gonna be a good one for sure.
So I got a question. This fight camp that you're doing for this fight, is it different from your fight camp that you put in before going into Armor? And if so,
Yes.
what's kind of, without giving away everything, what's kind of been the difference, what you feel has progressed you more in this fight camp than the other one?
I would say, honestly, I have been through some shit lately the past couple years. I have been through some fucking shit. I ain't even gonna lie. And that, you know what? I am like, I just feel like I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. You know, whatever I go through, it makes me stronger. And when you are constantly walking through hell, everything else becomes so much easier. And so I have been tested physically, mentally, over and over again to the point where I feel like I'm never going to break. I'm just going to get stronger and stronger. And that's what helped me too, now more than ever, is because I've always doubted myself, you know. I've always listened to what other people had to say about me, but now I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about me. I know who I am. I know what I can do, and that's what changed this time, is because I know who I am, and I'm not going to let anybody ever tell me anything different. God has the last say, and everything is due in God's time, and it's my time. It is my time.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
yeah, that mental, you know, strength that I have now, that's the biggest difference. Besides working out twice a day, like, that's the biggest difference right there. Because, you know, this is more mental than anything. You know, if you're not strong enough mentally, then you're gonna break. And this is a brick wall right now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's getting through this. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm ready.
No, that's one of the things we talk about a bunch on here as well, is anybody can go out and have a street fight. You know, it just happens like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah.
have to go through that mental warfare of actually signing a contract, going through a camp, and just knowing that, hey, you're literally about to go fight somebody.
Yeah.
Where it takes that mental toll sometimes and everything like that. So that's one of the biggest things, is getting that mental right, and obviously, like you said, having just the confidence as well, because obviously most people are going to be confident about themselves, but they still might question certain things. But if you have that extra level of confidence and being true and everything like that,
Exactly.
I feel like it definitely helps. It definitely gives you extra motivation and everything like that. So.
Yes.
But no, we're excited for this one. Again, April 18th, the Dog Pound going on at Raptor Jiu-Jitsu in Edmond. We got a full card. You don't want to miss this fight at all. So, but we'll let you get back to training. We appreciate you coming on. Is
Nice.
there
I
anybody you
appreciate
want to
you
give a
guys.
shout out to or anything like that?
Yes. Shout out to my kiddos, because, you know, I go hard for them. Shout out to my squad, my girls back here. Shout out to my girls. Shout out to American Top Team, my coaches, my squad over there. They know what it is. Much love to my familia over there. And shit, all the combat cuties out there, all the Muay Thai mommies, the kickboxing queens, you know what I'm saying? All the girls out there getting that work in the gym, getting it in, you know. Shout out to everybody putting them hours.
Awesome. Well, hey, again, April 18th, Jessica Butterfly Effect Smith, everybody.
Hey,
We'll see you then. We'll see you then. Thank you
Nice
for
talking to
coming on.
guys.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
We're going to have some bangers out there, Josh. We are going to
Yes.
have some bangers out there.
And they're fired up, man. They're fired up. I think they're probably as fired up as we are.
No,
You know, it's
they're probably, yeah.
the first fight of the year for the promotion.
Yeah, and y'all can see it in the background. I haven't really turned my head around too much, but again, we're at Level Up Kickboxing down here in the heart of Del City, off of Sunny Lane and Southeast 29th Street, across from the fire station. They're getting it in back there. It's always a great vibe going on the road. I like the road tour, the Husky road tour that we have going on. It's nice. Again, Scott had to miss this one. He's taking care of his daughter back home, but he'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll be back. He'll be back again.
All right, let's jump back into all this stuff that's going on. So the fight that I was mentioning again, we have Caleb Spencer versus Henry Todd. Caleb Spencer is out of Carson Fight and Fitness in Tulsa. He's an undefeated MMA fighter. Let's see. He's out of the same gym as Tater, Ryan Hoover, and some of the other Tulsa guys that we have on, but this one's going to be exciting. Obviously, you get an undefeated fighter coming in off of the MMA, coming into the kickboxing. Henry Todd's getting trained by one of the best in the business, Stephen Wright, down there at the War Room, which we're going to have a bunch of fighters from that card on as well. And it's always going to be an exciting show when you get them in the ring. I know Henry's wanting to get his get back on somebody coming off that loss that he had at the last Husky Fat card. So that's going to be a good fight. You want to stay tuned for that one. We're definitely excited. Another one we have is he had his Husky Fat debut, his last fight. And let me make sure I'm reading this off right. It is Ryan Lee versus Tyler Richardson. Let me make sure everything's right. Yeah, so Ryan Lee is a 9-2 amateur fighter. He's a WKA amateur kickboxing Muay Thai champion out of Warman Muay Thai in Minnesota, which again, Minnesota is where the Warman Muay Thai is, where Mason Strowman came from. So I know they're going to have some killers out of that gym. They're going to be ready to rock and roll coming down here. They're not just going to travel that far and just not bring some killers. So I'm excited for that one. Again, he's got a heavy record. 9-2 as an AMI, a couple different styles as champions and everything like that. So the WKA amateur kickboxing and the Muay Thai champ. So we're excited for that one against Tyler Richardson, who's 8-0-1. He's the Husky Fat welterweight champ, the XFN lightweight champ, and a draw with Dalton Fox on the RCF belt. So if y'all remember his fight, he put on a show. So we're excited for this one. This is going to be a very high-level fight. I don't expect this one to go the distance. Someone's going to get caught. Oh, we got another fighter who is from Level Up Kickboxing who's going to be on our card. Josh will bring in another headset, but we have, let me get this name correct. We have Alfredo Oliva. Perfect. We got Alfredo Oliva, everybody. He is, Myron was talking earlier, so you got some hype behind you. Are you excited?
¿Qué piensas, güey? ¿Ya estás listo?
Ya, estoy nervioso y ansioso y nervioso.
He's pretty anxious, but nervous, but he's excited.
Very nice. How long have you been in the gym for, fighting for?
¿Ya cuánto tiempo tienes entrenando?
Como 2 años.
Like pretty much 2 years now.
Oh, okay. Are you excited to actually get into the ring now and put it all to work?
Y estás listo para poner todo a trabajar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Very nice. And so obviously you said you've been training for the 2 years. Do you have like a boxing background or anything like that prior to just the 2 hard years that you're putting in, or has it just been?
Que si tienes experiencia antes que llegaste aquí o nomás empezaste aquí.
Antes de empezar con Myron ya tenía 1 año de experiencia.
Before he started with Myron, he had about a year of kickboxing experience.
Very nice, very nice. Without giving away game plans and everything like that, tell the fans what your style is. Are you heavy hands? You like the kicks, or is it just a combination of both?
Sin decir, pues, ¿qué es el plan? ¿Qué es tu estilo? ¿Te gusta más las patadas o striking?
De
¿Qué
todo.
preferas? He said he likes everything.
Everything.
He does a little bit of everything.
Heck yeah! You just want to get in there and go to work and show everybody the time that you're putting in and all the training you're doing.
Que tú ya estás listo para enseñarle a todos todo lo que estás entrenando y todo lo que hiciste para llegar aquí.
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
So
ready.
on April 18th, what should the fans expect from you?
Que ya el 18 de abril, ¿qué pueden expectar o qué pueden pensar en lo que vas a hacer? O
En que será una gran noche de pelea.
he said it's going to be a great night of a fight. A great, really good fight of the night.
No, we're definitely excited for it. And one, I appreciate you translating for me. Obviously, I need to learn some Spanish and everything like
Yeah,
that. So,
my Spanish could be a little soppy, but I get the point across.
no, exactly. Where are you from originally? Are
¿Que
you
¿De dónde eres?
México,
okay?
Yeah, Mexico. ¿De qué parte?
San Luis Potosí.
San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
Okay, very nice, man. We're definitely excited to have you on and everything like that. Training going well?
Que si todo está bien con tu entrenamiento.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
No, very nice. Like I said, we're excited. You'll have to tell me. It's Oliva. Is that how I pronounce it?
Olivas?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Olivas. Okay, with the S at the. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
no, Oliva.
Yeah.
Oliva. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure. Do you have a nickname?
¿Todavía no tienes un nickname, ¿verdad? ¿Nomás es Alfredo? ¿O si pensaste en uno? ¿O todavía no?
No, todavía no.
No, he doesn't have one yet. Maybe
Okay.
maybe on this fight
All right.
he'll get one.
He's gonna get a stop, and we're gonna
Yeah.
get you a nickname.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Is there anything that you want to tell the fans out there, or anything like that before we get you out of here and let you get back to training?
Que si hay algo que quieres decir.
Pues solamente que estoy muy agradecido con Husky Fight por darme esta oportunidad y con mis entrenadores.
He said he's very grateful for this opportunity and shout out basically to coaches and yeah, he's excited for this.
Heck yeah, man. Well, hey, we're excited to have you. We appreciate you coming on, and we're going to see you in about a month and a week or something like that. Like 5 weeks
Yeah.
out or something like that. It's getting close.
Yeah, pretty close.
But yeah, we'll let y'all get back to training. You know, go kick somebody, hurt somebody, and we'll see you soon. Everybody, we got Alfredo Oliva.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gracias, amigo. All right, got to get back to. I got my notes on here because I'm not as good as Scott just off the top of my noggin just about all these fighters because he's in it day in and day out. Just connect, like just knows exactly where everybody's from. So I still got to learn and everything like that. But again, we got Ryan Lee against Tyler Richardson. Y'all saw him on the last Husky Fat show. So we're excited for this one. This one's going to be a banger. Like I said, I don't expect this one to go the distance. We got two very experienced fighters, and man, it's going to be a banger. We also got. Let me make sure. I'm saying. We got Jonas Pasius, or I'll have to ask him how to pronounce this. Pasius against TJ Smith. TJ is out of AMA in Oklahoma City. His last fight was actually at the Criterion on a charity show. He is 3-0. He's one or two wins away from a title shot. We've seen him on our cards before, so he's going to be back. We're excited for it. Jonas is another Warman Muay Thai guy coming out of Minnesota. So we're excited for this one. You know, like I said, there's a bunch of bangers coming down. He's 2-2, but he's known for nonstop action. He's won a lot of fight of the night, so he probably doesn't expect this one to go distance either. So we got some very, very, very high-level fights on this card. Josh, are you excited for it?
I am. I'm super pumped. I get more excited when these fighters who put all their time, work, and energy, dedication are super excited to, get in there and punch the shit out of each other for our entertainment. So I definitely appreciate it. And, being able to do the back end of it and just really, really see how passionate these fighters are about what they got going on is just super cool. So, yes, I'm very, 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 very pumped and excited about this.
No, again, we are down here at Level Up Kickboxing. As you can see behind us, Myron's getting his team ready. We got two fighters out of here that are going to be on the April 18th Dog Pound show. But, man, just the vibes you get in here. This is a beautiful gym. Beautiful gym. It's got a lot of space, a lot of bags over there. They're putting in the work. Like he said, they have classes on Monday nights, Wednesday nights. He said Tuesday afternoons.
I think so. We got a big shout out to Dave, not to cut you off real quick. And we got one for Scott. We got to send a what's up.
What's
but,
up?
I believe so, but don't get me lying. But we will clarify that and let you guys know. But, yeah, they're up here. They're working hard. They're getting in. We appreciate the coaches. definitely taking the time out to come talk with us. And it's a vibe in here, man. I like it. It's nice. It's vibey. It's cozy. And they're punching and kicking.
No, it's
They
nice.
like
Like I said, I like being on the road. So stay tuned. If you're a gym and you want us to come do a podcast there, let us know. And who knows, we could be at a gym near you. Another fight that we have is Kevin Rios, which Kevin is a debut fighter out of AMA, which was Myron's original gym. So we're excited to get him on there. We always like having debut fighters, especially on the dog pound, kind of show all the work they've been putting in, and they're ready to get out there and kind of show everybody what it's like, getting their feet wet, potentially being on that big card. And it's just one of those things that it's always going to be nerve-wracking having any fight, but your debut fight is probably a little more nerve-wracking than anything. So we're excited for this one. And he is fighting, let me make sure I have this one right, Tony Martinez, which Tony is out of Luter MMA, which, again, is Chad Box's gym. So I know Chad's going to have Tony ready for this one. I'm excited for this one as well. Any fighter that Chad brings down, I'm excited to see. One, because you get to see Chad, and he's always, talking some sort of mess to somebody, so we appreciate that here at Husky Fat.
Chad's actually tuning in. He said, "My dog."
Man.
That's how I imagine him saying it. I could be wrong, Chad. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just imagine him saying that like that.
No, definitely. So I'm excited for this one as well. I know he's going to be ready for that, which, again, we have a bunch of fighters coming in from all over. We got a bunch coming in from Texas. We got a bunch from Minnesota, Chicago, Tulsa, everywhere like that. So this is not just a normal dog pound. This
stacked.
is going to be a fuck ton of fights are going to be on this one. So it might end up starting at like 2 o'clock with how many fights we got on this one.
Every week
But-
you push the time up.
I swear. Because
push the
I
time up
know,
every week.
because we keep adding fights and fights and fights, which I know some back out, injuries, this, and this. But let me tell you, this card is going to be full. It's going to be stacked. So we're very excited for this one. But again, we have Kevin Rios against Tony Martinez. And, yeah, that's going to be a banger for sure. Like I said, Chad's going to have him ready. I know Kevin's going to be ready coming out of AMA. And then also we have will you say his name there for me, Josh?
Yes, I will. If that's just how I say it. If not, I think I just renamed him.
Is it Fredo or Frito?
Zuniga.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Against
Gotcha.
Larson Trash,
My buddy.
which Fredo comes out of Chad Box's gym as well. So he's bringing a couple fighters in for this one. So we're looking forward.
Since Chad is here, Chad, is that pronounced right? Because I'm curious. So
Who knows? I'll find out.
yeah, you kind of.
But until then, I'm just going to wait until I actually hear it from the man himself on how I pronounce it. So, yeah.
I'm with it.
No, it's going to be, man, I'm excited for this one for sure. He's on Chad's guys coming. It's going to be his debut fight against Trash, who is a 5-1 amateur fighter from the Bronx, actually.
Chad said it sounds just like that.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Dylan, are you ready? This is your
Man,
big moment to
I'm excited
shine.
for it. I'm just going to bring Chad in for that one to announce that fight. So, Chad, be ready.
This is your.
So, but no, like I said, that's a lot of the fights. I know we got a bunch more fights out there already, but that's just some of the ones I wanted to touch on. We also, I don't know if Josh can put it up there, have our bantamweight rankings that are out live. So we can get those pulled up and we can go through those.
Go ahead, fire away.
All right, at number 4, he is 1-1 in the Husky Fat Small Gloves. We have Chase McDougal, which Chase fought Riles, I believe, on the road to Tokyo, which Riles had the victory there. Chase is also Brandon's brother, which Brandon, I believe, is fighting on this Dog Pound show. So, Chase is number 4. Then we got Randy Ray, who is 1-0 in the Husky Fat Small Gloves with 1 KO. He was the main event and the second Dog Pound at Raptor, I believe. With he broke the gentleman's jaw. I think was that fight, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Caught him.
Yeah, and that was a crazy sound. Coming in at number 2, he has a 2-0 record. He is a former Husky Fat amateur bantamweight champion. He is our number 2 pro bantamweight, Francisco Cabanas, which Francisco, he's a Husky Fat veteran. We've seen him. He was on our last Husky Fat card. He is coming in at the number 2 spot. And then our number 1 pro bantamweight, he is 1-0 in the Husky Small Gloves. He is your U.S. Muay Thai champion. He is signed to K1. He is Anthony Born Mobster Riles, which again, he was the last time we saw him was on the Road to Tokyo show. He fought Chase. He stopped Chase. If I remember correctly, I think it was a knee to the body.
I think it was a knee to the body. Yeah,
Knee
that's
to the
good.
body,
Yeah,
so-
that guy's nice, man.
Man,
He's
he
very nice.
is. And I got him on Instagram too. I seen him training. I think he's got something in the works coming soon too. So, but no, I mean, I don't feel like the rankings should be any different. Scott always does a good job with posting them there.
Big shout out, Scott.
Also, if you notice the stars that are there, the single star is ranked in another division, and the 2 stars just a vacant title. The title is vacant. But again, you know, all 4 of these fighters are phenomenal fighters. They wouldn't be on this list if they weren't. But yeah, it's just one of the, again, just more rankings that we're continuing to drop and drop and drop. So stay tuned. You'll get the rest of them coming out. But again, our top 4 pro bantamweight rankings: number 4, Chase McDougal; number 3, Randy Ray; number 2, Francisco Cabanas; and number 1, Anthony Riles.
And also, if you guys have been behind the curve and missed the other thing, we do have our Husky Fat Ambi Super Welterweight. You guys can take a look at that. And also, give you guys a minute to take a little screenshot of that. We got the Pro Super Welter.
I don't have that picture. I don't have that one.
I got him up. I got you. And don't forget our upcoming shows for the year. That's on the screen. Make sure you guys take a picture of that.
Where can they follow us at?
Follow us at right there. Snap that logo. We've got Facebook. We've got Instagram. We've got YouTube. Of course, huskyfat.com. You can go check up. Scan that QR code, and you be locked in. That's crazy.
Locked
word.
in.
You'll be
and
locked
rumor
in.
has it that you can catch these fights on YouTube live when they're going on, correct?
Yes, for free.
Oh, free.
Somebody
And
should
yeah,
hit
so
a
if you
horn.
can't make it, or hey, if you show up too late and you don't get your ticket because it's going to be filled up, you're going to have to be watching from the parking lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, this is going to be a high level card, and we are very excited for it. Again, April 18th, and we are live at Level Up Kickboxing in Del City. What's up, Josh?
Man, what's the word?
Man, I don't know. Not too much, been a busy week. We had some storms come through last night.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So,
it's
yeah,
kind of popped in out of
Man,
nowhere.
it did. We had a March storm. We've had some crazy, I wouldn't say crazy weather, but we'll have weather that's like 85, 90 one day and then like 60 and 800 mile an hour wind today.
Yeah, I think this storm season is going to be pretty active.
Yeah.
Just
I
because I
hope.
feel like we didn't have really a winter. It stayed hot. And I
Yeah.
think it's hotter than it normally is.
Well, for our day job, I would love for a hailstorm to come through. I don't need a tornado. I don't need like stuff like that. I just want hail. Just give me some hail, a lot of it as well.
Bring the hell.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
definitely.
But what's going on? Oh, did you see in the sports world, jump into the NFL, the Max Crosby stuff?
I did see that. And guess who's trying to get him? The Dallas Cowboys. Like,
I wonder what made it like veto almost, or what made them cancel the trade.
probably
I don't know if it
something-
was just his knee
injury-
and they just weren't
something
like,
where
hey.
they saw injury prone
Yeah.
would be my guess. But I saw that, and then the Cowboys backdoor. Because, the Cowboys tried to get him already. And that was like, he was like, hell no.
And then it looks like Trey Hendrickson from Cincy went to the Ravens instead.
I didn't see that.
So they brought him in. So I don't know if they were trying to get both of them and they just backed out of one, or if they were just like, hey, let's just cancel this because it hadn't gone live yet
Yeah.
with the off season yet, and
Yeah,
we'll
that's
just grab a healthier guy. But I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Well, if you're spending that much money, I mean, you don't pay all that money, then, excuse me.
is Dak gonna
He's
play?
on the
Is
bench.
Dak gonna play better since he called off the wedding?
He's played phenomenal last year. I don't know what you were watching. Clearly wasn't the Dallas Cowboys football, but
I must have just
Dak-
been thinking the whole
Dak-
Dallas Cowboys team.
Dak
Sorry.
played great last year. And we're not gonna get into a hitsy-fitsy fight because Scott will get mad. But Dak ball last year. But I think it's gonna. I mean, of course, I feel like I would like to think, he was emotionally in love with the Virgin, so he's gonna have that emotional feelings of those separation. Or they might get back together before football season starts. But I mean,
rumor has it he was just getting too close to a ring and had to call it off.
hey, some people get cold feet. Some people get cold feet. How about those Thunder?
Man, that game the other night, Shea hit some daggers late. I think, obviously, Shea and Jokic are the two best players on the planet.
Yeah.
Shea right now is obviously playing at a very, very high level. Just so is Jokic. But I think that game kind of established that, hey, Thunder still has a very, very good chance of going back-to-back.
Absolutely. And Shea to have to win the game twice because I don't know what Jay Will played a good game, but I don't know what the hell
Without
he was.
Chet and Hardy Stein.
He balled, but I don't know what the hell he was doing in crunch time.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either. Jokic got that 4-point play and everything like that. But, yeah, then Shea comes down and hits that step-back three-pointer. And, man, it's nice to see. It's going to be nice to have all of them back and healthy going into the playoffs. What are there, like 20 games left, something like that? Less than that, like 16 games left?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
it's good. We always enjoy it.
Did you see Bam 83 last night?
I didn't.
Bam scored 83 last night, but his stat line was stupid. He was like 36 of 43 from free throws. Like, why are you shooting 43 free throws?
There you go.
And then he was like 20 of 46 or something like that, like field goals, and 7 of 22 threes.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, he scored like 30 in the first quarter. Then they just started feeding him and just let him. So
Clearly
I
he's
almost
getting
feel like
fouled.
that's like obviously he scored more than Kobe's. Now he has the second most points scored outside of Wilt's 100. But I almost feel like you should put an asterisk by it.
Why? Because of the amount of free throws?
Like, I don't know, just the lack of like the defense that was going on and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think
But
I'll take
43 free throws is stupid.
That is. But you still have to make them.
I mean, I agree, but
still have to make 'em.
eventually they just started throwing the ball and he just started shooting.
Yeah. There's like, you're close enough. Might as
And
well
they
let
won
you
by
go
like
for it.
25, so they could have took him out of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But they let him go for the record. So, I mean,
Yeah.
respect. He's balling.
But
He's balling.
83, especially when he averages like 20 a night. Could you
Right.
imagine if you took the under on him
Ah, yeah.
and then he just goes off for like quadruple amount?
Yeah, for sure. But people hoop, and when you have those good days and you're on, you're just on. It's like throwing a beach ball in the ocean. It's gonna get wet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely so. But again, man, I'm excited for what Husky Fat's bringing this year. We have this Dog Pound April 18th, and then June 20th, we are going to be downtown OKC outside. What is the date of the next one after that?
That's gonna be the K1 official event. That's
gonna be
August 28th at
in
the Trae
North-
Young
yep.
Center.
Yup.
And then we've got the rest of them to give you guys as it come up. But man, make sure you guys hit that link, the QR code, and keep up with us. What's going on? Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Husky Fat Promotions, and yeah.
Yeah, no, we're excited again. We are live at Level Up Kickboxing in Del City, where they do kickboxing as well as they are a part of, what is the name of the Top Dog Jiu-Jitsu, I believe is the name of the Jiu-Jitsu team that's here as well. So, yeah, if you're in this area, not in this area, want to come in, they do the first class free. Myron
I think they
is
said it's a week.
one of the Jiu-Jitsu does a week.
Okay, gotcha.
Kickboxing is your first time's free, but Myron is one of the best in the business, especially when it comes to the striking game in Oklahoma. He's traveling all over and anything like that, so he'll get you ready. He's not just going to throw you to the dogs or anything like that. He'll make sure you're staying at your level and training what you need to train and getting you right before even if you don't want to fight, just come in here, get some cardio going on, learn how some self-defense, build that confidence up, and everything like that.
And if you want to check checks and balances on him, you can go to Husky Fat Promotions YouTube channel, where we have all of our fight cards on there, all of our fights on there. Myron is on there, so you can actually see him throw those hands and see what he's really, really about. That he definitely backs up what the hell comes out of his mouth. He's a very nice guy, but he will punch you in your shit.
Yep, and Scott I'm just kidding. Any more comments we need to shout out or anything like that? Anybody else on there?
No, I think we're golden over here.
All right. Well, stay tuned for next week. The Husky Roadshow will continue. We will be at a gym near you, and I'm excited for it. But until then, scan that QR code. Follow us on all our social medias. We will see you April 18th Edmond at Raptor Jiu-Jitsu for the Dog Pound. Until then, be good to each other. Peace.